It doesn't roar across the sky. It doesn't even show up on radar. And yet, military commanders from Moscow to Beijing fear it like a phantom. The B-2 Spirit isn't just a bomber. It's a warning shot you'll never see coming. Why does a plane that flies slower than most fighter jets terrify the most powerful nations on Earth? Why has no country been able to replicate it in over 30 years? The answer lies not in what the B-2 has, but in what it lacks. No tail, no vertical fin, no visible edge. A shape so strange it shouldn't even fly, but when it does, the world watches in silence. The $2 billion Phantom, developed by Northrop Grumman in the depths of the Cold War and introduced in 1997, the B-2 Spirit was never built for headlines. It was built to disappear. With a staggering price tag of over $2.1 billion per unit, only 21 were ever made and just 20 remain in service today. Each aircraft is stored in climate-controlled hangars, maintained like a priceless artifact. To the untrained eye, it looks like a dark triangle in the sky. But under the skin lies one of the most sophisticated war machines ever created, designed for one thing: to enter heavily defended airspace, strike with precision, and vanish without a trace. Why the world fears it? In the modern era, warfare isn't just about firepower, it's about invisibility. That's what makes the B-2 so terrifying. This aircraft doesn't just carry bombs, it carries fear. Capable of delivering both conventional and nuclear payloads, the B-2 can silently fly into the heart of enemy territory, evade radar, release its weapons, and leave before enemy radars even detect it. From North Korea's underground bunkers to Russia's mobile missile launchers, few targets are safe. Its range stretches over 6,000 nautical miles, and with mid-air refueling, it can fly across the globe, strike, and return without ever landing abroad. That means one bomber launched from Missouri can hit targets in Iran, China, or Europe in a single mission. No warning, no chance to react. That's what makes the B-2 more than a plane. It's a silent threat hanging over every adversary's head. The missing tail, and why that matters. Take one look at the B-2 from behind and you'll notice something strange. It's missing a tail. No vertical stabilizer. No rudder. No rear fin. For most planes, that would be a death sentence. But for the B-2, it's a masterstroke in design. Why remove the tail? Simple. Every edge reflects radar. Vertical surfaces, like tail fins, bounce radar signals directly back to their source, lighting up the aircraft like a beacon. The B-2's mission is the exact opposite. It must never be seen. So, engineers did the unthinkable. They removed the tail entirely and built the B-2 as a flying wing, a flat, triangular shadow with no upright surfaces. Stealth by design. The B-2 doesn't rely on speed or agility. It relies on stealth at every level. Its smooth, curved shape is designed to deflect radar waves in every direction, never back to the radar source. There are no right angles, no exposed surfaces, just flowing curves that scatter detection attempts. The surface is coated with radar-absorbent material that soaks up signals like a sponge. Every panel, screw, and seam is aligned to prevent radar reflection. Even the engine intakes are buried deep inside the wing, and the exhaust nozzles are shielded, minimizing heat output and avoiding infrared tracking. A flying nightmare to control. The B-2 stealth design may be a marvel of engineering, but it came at a serious cost. The laws of aerodynamics were shattered. Without a tail, the aircraft loses the stabilizers that keep most planes balanced during flight. The B-2's sleek, curved shape offers almost no natural stability. In fact, if a human pilot tried to fly it manually, it would likely spin out of control within seconds. Every turn, every climb, every descent, the aircraft wants to tumble, not fly straight. In the aviation world, it's called inherently unstable, and the B-2 is one of the most extreme examples ever built. So, how do you fly an aircraft that doesn't want to fly? The answer is as advanced as the bomber itself. A digital brain that reacts faster than any human ever could. The digital brain that keeps it alive. The B-2 Spirit doesn't fly on instinct, it flies on code. At the heart of the aircraft is a fly-by-wire system, a network of flight computers that control the plane's every move. When a pilot pushes the joystick, their input doesn't move the wings directly. Instead, the signal is sent to a computer which calculates how the plane should respond, then sends tiny instructions to motors and surfaces along the wing. Every second, the system makes hundreds of micro-adjustments to keep the aircraft level and stable. If the nose tilts too far up, the elevons nudge it down. If it drifts to one side, spoilers pop open to correct it. Even thrust is used to steer, with engine power subtly shifting from side to side to help the plane pivot. Unmatched reach, payload, and mission scope, the B-2 doesn't just sneak into airspace, it strikes with surgical precision. This stealth bomber can carry over 40,000 pounds of ordnance, including nuclear warheads, bunker-busting bombs, and precision-guided smart weapons. It can target everything from heavily fortified missile silos to mobile launchers without ever being seen. Its range is just as terrifying. The B-2 can fly over 6,000 nautical miles without refueling. And with in-air tankers, it can go even further, literally circle the planet if needed. That's why the US doesn't need forward bases to launch strikes. One bomber from a base in Missouri can attack targets in Iran, North Korea, or the South China Sea and return home, all without crossing a single enemy radar line. Global monopoly on strategic stealth. One of the most terrifying things about the B-2 is this: no other country has anything like it. Not China, not Russia, not even close. For over 30 years, the United States has had a global monopoly on strategic stealth bombing. It's not just the aircraft that's advanced. It's the entire ecosystem. The radar-absorbing materials, the flight software, the maintenance systems, all custom-built, all top secret. While other nations have invested in stealth fighters like China's J-20 or Russia's Su-57, none have developed a stealth bomber with the B-2's capabilities. The price of ghosthood, but being invisible isn't cheap. Each B-2 Spirit cost more than $2 billion to build, making it more expensive than most Navy destroyers. But that's just the beginning. The aircraft requires constant care. Its stealth coating, called RAM, must be checked and often reapplied after every mission. Even a small crack or a misaligned panel can increase its radar signature. It's also vulnerable in daylight. Against a clear sky, the bomber can be visually spotted, and it has no defensive weapons, no guns, no missiles, no backup. If seen, its only defense is to retreat. The future Phantom, B-21 Raider. The B-2 has ruled the skies for over 3 decades, but its successor has already arrived. The B-21 Raider, developed by Northrop Grumman, was officially unveiled in 2022. At first glance, it looks almost identical to the B-2. Same flying wing, same ghost-like profile, still no tail. But inside, it's a new generation. Smaller, cheaper, easier to maintain, and built using modular parts, the B-21 is designed for the future battlefield. It can strike deep into Chinese or Russian airspace, survive in high-threat environments, and support AI-enhanced operations. The US plans to build at least 100 Raiders, compared to just 21 B-2s. What do you think? Can any country match the B-2's stealth dominance? Or is the age of visible warfare already over? Let us know in the comments. And if you love defense analysis, subscribe for more stories about the machines that define modern power. Thanks for watching. Stay stealthy, stay informed,